What do you consider the milestones to be in your product management career?
I think that it starts with you need to be a mainline product manager. You have to be handed a product that's either struggling or is not in market yet, and you have to go through the pain of giving birth to a product, getting it out into market, hearing the first wave of feedback, which isn't always positive. The trial by fire is important. I think that if you come into a product management career and someone hands you a product that's already very successful, then you're not going to know the process of the bumps and getting rid of the warts and smoothing it out. So I think that that's probably the first stage, is just being a mainline product manager, getting something into market for the first time and learning the hard way. After that, I think the typical career path is that you'll become a group product manager, where you're not only running one product, but you're kind of running a set of products that fit into a family. And then you usually have responsibility for overseeing product managers. You'll often define the way product management is done at a company, and that needs to be very tailored. It doesn't make sense. The way you run a product in one company doesn't necessarily have anything to do with how you do that in another company, even in the same industry. So I think getting to define product management and the life cycle is probably the next step. And beyond that, I think that you can move up and be kind of a manager within the company, and represent the voice of product from within the company. You have the battles with sales and the battles with the execs. You have to secure the resources, the financing, marketing budget, and that sort of thing. So that's probably phase 3. And I think that throughout your career, what's interesting is you're going to have to go in and out of each of them. And even though you might be the director or the VP of product at a company, you'll find at the best companies that those people are very hands into the details and sleeves up.
What do you see as the next milestone ahead?
I think most product managers are in it because you get the broad scope. You get you have to see every part of getting an idea into a market and into a product. And I think that most product managers want to do that on their own. And it's a nice trial to take a product and be successful for a company. But I think the ultimate challenge is to take a product or an idea and turn that into something that touches people's lives, but without the training wheels and the safety net of doing it for a company.
You've kind of been on both sides of refining a product and innovating an existing product within an existing market, and also playing a role to define new markets and kind of face that uncertainty.
Well, so there's people who like to carve the path, and then there's people who love to be optimizers, and they like to take the rough stone and get all the edges off and turn it into something really beautiful. And I think that between the two, I'd rather be the trailblazer and get sort of a product into market first. And there's probably other people who like to spend their lifetime really refining it and making an existing product great. Yeah. I think you have to do both, and usually, especially if you're running a group of products, then you're going to have some that are mature and take a lot of polish and just refining and optimizing, and then you have the ones that are new and they're rough, and you just have to get them out there and get the feedback and take the broad strokes. And so I find both of them rewarding. Both of them have the unique challenges. It's hard to change a product once people are used to it, and once they're used to using it, if you make one slight change, you hear about it in the press, you hear about it in your feedback forums. But a new product, people are generally pretty positive about, and they don't kill you as much, but they give you a lot of good suggestions how to make it better.